I came to Lawrence in 1983 with two children. One of my children was a month old. And the reason I came to Lawrence was things were difficult in Puerto Rico at that time, and I just had a baby. My husband has come prior to me, and his mom has settled in Lawrence after a surgery in Boston. And after that, I remember taking my daughter to the clinic for an appointment as a newborn baby. And I said, you know, I like this place. I felt comfortable. There were people speaking my language, and I felt welcome, and I can see myself working there. I started working at the billing department, and with John Reader, Manuel Ferreiro, and some other people that are not with us, but they have influenced me during the years. And I worked there for 3 years. Then we opened up a site at 81 Summer Street, and I got to work with a lot of great people there, a lot of leaders like Dr. Baldini, Dr. Scorelli, O'Grady, Dr. Roberts. At that time, they started talking about having a new building on 34 Haverhill Street. Moving from the billing department to Summer Street, I was doing administrative assistant, and it was a combination of doing the functions at the registration area as well as medical records and referrals, so you had everything going. A couple of years later, this building at Haverhill Street was planned, and I remember people having difficulties with having a residency program, but here we are 25 years later, and I can say I've been part of that. I had an elderly that was seeking services for her daughter that was in a methadone program, and she wanted her condition for her to live with her was that she will go into another program here prior to go to her house. And we started providing Suboxone, and I gave her all the information regarding the Suboxone program, from the referral to how it worked and stuff like that. And I also suggested to her that there were similar programs in the area, and so I provided her with a lot of information. And a couple of days, she was very thankful, gave her my number and everything. And then like a week or two after that, she was sitting in the waiting room, and they told me that there was a lady waiting for me. So I apologized for the wait, and I went to her, and she came. I don't know exactly the town that she was living in, but I know it was a little bit far for her to get here. She was just waiting to say thank you to me. I can say 10, 15 years ago, I could drive anybody nuts. But I have learned diplomacy, I think, still. I think I've been known for speaking up my mind. Sometimes a little controversial, I can say that. Not in a disrespectful way, but I'm a strong patient advocate. I'm a very strong patient advocate because you don't know who's walking through those doors. I'm going to start with Joan Reader. She was the patient accounts manager. She interviewed me, and she gave me my first opportunity. At that time, I was receiving benefits from the state, and I have went to a program. And you don't believe this, but when I started through the program, my pay was $4.50 an hour. And if I succeed in the program for 3 months, they decide to hire me. And she gave me that opportunity. Greg White and the administrative Edie Mass. I also have my friends and co-workers. Carmen Diana, she oversees me. Angie Caban was also my supervisor. I will say that it's not monetary. I'm not rich. Like I mentioned before, I think that when you touch a life and you see you make a difference, I think that's very powerful for me. I think that it's a labor of love, because I do it with love. And if the day that I feel that I'm not making a difference, I rather leave. So I'm still making a difference in very small ways. I believe that. I believe that with all my heart. I do.